Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I am the majestic Snare. This is my disembodied voice chatting to you while staring at quite a majestic looking, colourful Excalibur. I'm sure you'll agree. So today's video, I've done quite a few videos around different angles and different thoughts about Warframe and my experience with it so far, but I wanted to kind of consolidate a lot of those things together today in a kind of review of the game, which is a little bit redundant considering this game's been out for nearly 5 years and a lot of people have spent thousands of hours in it. Now I'm at the 50-hour mark. I'll put up my playtime on screen for your enjoyment, but I am considering myself still a beginner. But with most games after 50 hours you should get an idea of what the fucking game is about. Am I right? So to many people, Warframe is just another game. But I have to say that it's not just another game. It's the first game I've had in a long time where the experience just grows and grows and gets deeper and deeper, and you just feel like you're in balance with it. When you are playing full on hours and hours and hours, you get just as much enjoyment, like pound for pound, as you would do if you're just jumping on for 10-15 minutes. You can do stuff in the game that goes towards the same goal whether you're playing it for a long time or a short amount of time. So to start off with, just to have a look at Warframe. I mean, Warframe itself looks beautiful. It's got action, it's got movement, it's dynamic, it can get crazy, busy on screen. Everything looks rendered properly, textured properly, even down to the dirt on your actual Tenno suit, as you can see on mine, just above the penis level. There's a lot of grime there. I didn't put it there, it came like that. Honestly. Now, 50 hours into the game, I still consider myself a beginner, but I have to say that I'm in a position now where I get an idea of what the game's got in store for me. I haven't got to some very important missions that I've been told again and again and again that I need to play to actually understand and get the real appreciation for Warframe. I will get there very soon, and perhaps I'll do a very special mini review of that moment, because I think it's been told to me at least 10 times in the comments on various videos. Doesn't sound like a lot, but to have one thing said over and over again, it makes me really excited to see those missions, and when they do happen, you'll see them here from me. To give anyone that hasn't touched Warframe a quick idea of what the game entails, it's a free-to-play shooter, okay? But it's more than that. That is a real fucking postage stamp size description of the game. This is deeply complex in the way you put together your character or characters, which are these Tenno. You're looking at one right now with a very, very big emblazoned syndicate mark, as well as lots of colours, and I actually managed to make a new helmet, which you can see on my Excalibur right now. But the game is free to play. You don't have to spend any money, and for a free to play game, a true free to play game that does not push microtransactions down your throat every fucking second, but there is the option to buy stuff, buy resources called platinum, which then goes towards some of the items you can buy. It's not a lie, you can go in and buy it, but I would advise anybody never to do that. I'm going to probably buy some platinum because I want to reward the developers of this game, and I think, you know, for certain things which are only kind of purchasable by platinum, you can trade items to get those things, but fundamentally I want to keep it together and in a place where I'm giving money for platinum where I can use for cosmetic things just to make it look nice, but it doesn't affect the gameplay at all, okay? It doesn't affect it in my eyes at all. I'm at a point now where I've started to collect a few more sort of mid-tier, lower tier mods. They come in different sizes and shapes really. You got your bronze, your silver, your golds. I haven't seen anything above that, but I have seen people with other videos of very long-term veterans with mods that are purple in colours, sets and stuff. I don't understand mods completely yet. I know they stack together and they can work together. There's good builds and okay builds and bad builds. There's things you can do there, and it's absolutely fine if you want to spend a bit of time researching. And that's one thing I want to bring to your attention, is that this game will allow you to spend hours and hours and hours just poring over stats and combinations of mods that you might put onto your characters and weapons. It will absorb you into that world, and that's fine. It's part of the beauty of kind of crafting that unique character in this game. I mean, the customization options are unlockable with extra color palettes and sort of customization things where you can have capes and crazy add-ons to your Tenno, but you can also still have a decent looking character without having to buy anything. So again, it's free to play and freely accessible, but you can spend that extra in-game currency on there. There's about, I think there's 3 or 4, maybe even 5 in-game currencies. You have your platinum for sort of premium items and slots and things for your characters and weapons. You've also got Endo, which is the currency you will collect to use to kind of change your mod strengths and to mess about with your mods. You've also got the basic credits, which you use to buy blueprints and fund your making of new items, which I'll get into in a second. So credits are the currency you'll use to spend on your foundry. Once you've built that, it's a place where you build your weapons, build your new Warframes, which are your other characters. They'll have their own abilities. Your weapons will be sort of better and worse than other ones. It will come together in there. You'll have to spend credits. It takes real time, 12 hours, 3 days, whatever, to build certain items. I think there's even one Warframe that takes it takes a week to build. These things take a long time in the real world, so you can set them off, go to sleep, come back in the morning, and they might be there. Platinum is where you basically would use in the marketplace to purchase items ready-made, or maybe some certain kind of customization options that you can put onto your characters. That's pretty much where you would spend your sort of in-game bought currency, the real money currency, which you can get from trading. So you can trade with other players with stuff you might have picked up and grinded for, and then those particular items you could try and sell them for some platinum, get the platinum, and then everyone's happy. But it does mean that someone is actually having to pay money to get platinum in the first place, so it's kind of like second-handing it. Not only do I absolutely adore the design of the Orbiter, your ship, but it's a place of sanctuary. Between missions where it's going pretty crazy all the way through, and you're going to be busy on screen, busy in your eyes and your ears, and you can come back here after a mission and go, right, I've relaxed now. But it's got all the bits that you need to do the stuff you need to do in Warframe. You have your part for companions, you have your part for arsenal, you have your kind of display case, I suppose, for your companion, your electronic robotic companion, that is. These are your companions as well. And then you've also got your foundry where it's building stuff for you, and then you've got your mods where you can go through and sort bits and pieces out with your mods, as well as the front desk, I suppose, the cockpit of the ship, where you can go to particular star systems, access your PvP, which I haven't tried yet, and I don't really think I'm going to be anywhere near worthy, or market, or your codex, where you can see what missions you have yet to do. And in this case, I'm this far away from the second dream. I've got 3 missions to go. Won't take me too long, but when I get there, I'll be sharing that with you guys. It's some elements of the game I think are very kind of closed off at the start for beginners. I think they could try and do a bit of a better job to make it more accessible to people. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't give this game a go. It's completely free. What I will say is get involved with the community. Okay, that is the one and hard and fast rule I will say. I tried to start playing this game in a solo fashion, and it either got really, really difficult, or I just didn't know what I was doing. If you can stream the game and get involved with people as a community, you'll understand that community has got almost zero toxicity in it at any level. I've streamed this game probably about 12 times maybe, and in each stream I've met somebody new that has come along. They're either a veteran player or they're about the same sort of level, offering advice, tips and tricks, and even the particular skin you can see on my Tenno, my Excalibur here, that was actually given to me as a gift from one of my viewers, and I'm more than grateful for stuff like that. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen to everybody. It's just that the community is a beautiful community that helps each other. And it's not like other games I've played, like For Honor. People in this community are helping each other out because there's so much to learn, there's so much to pick up, and having those people around you really helps you understand the game better and get a much more fulfilling and excitable time when you're actually playing inside the game. It's beautiful. I really do love the community. I thank everybody who has been involved in my streams or got involved with the videos I've been making on Warframe. It means so much to me that I found a game where everybody is on the same sort of wavelength of just enjoying it and having fun. It's not a big problem. It's not hard to do, but unfortunately it does seem that way in today's sort of gaming. I almost forgot to show you this. This is a moment for one of my streams recently where I was hunted by a particular enemy that shows up and kind of goes, "Whoa, I'm going to come and get you," in a mission. And quite honestly, I thought I had it. Level 30, I can take him. Oh, that was amazing. So as I pointed out there, the first few hours can feel quite bewildering. You will find yourself kind of wondering what's that, what's this, and worrying about wasting resources. Don't worry, you will be grinding the hell out of everything. You'll be picking up stuff so many times over that don't worry about credits. You will suffer a bit of a throttle at the start, but believe me, the credits will come, the resources will come. If you just keep playing the missions, you will get your stuff, okay? It's not a big problem. But just have fun. I mean, just find the game to be an exploration. It's a discovery. If you are working with this community and having people talking to you while you're playing, it really helps. There are so many resources on YouTube. There's so many wikis out there. You can find the information if you get really stuck. Believe me, just enjoy it. It's like you'd wolf down a hamburger, but you wouldn't try that with a steak. This game is a steak, okay? You have to cut it into small pieces, put a chip on it, and have a steak dinner. You know, it's got to be consumed but enjoyed, not just sustain you. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say with this game. It is a game that you can lose yourself in, but you can also just enjoy the journey as well as the destination. Don't worry about rushing it. There's plenty of game there. It's fucking huge. Just looking at the solar map, it's one of those places you think, okay, well, it's kind of like Destiny. It's on a different fucking level than Destiny, okay? I enjoyed playing Destiny, but after playing Warframe, Destiny is like Fisher Price compared to Warframe. It feels so dumbed down and so constricted. Warframe is this big open world. I say open world, it is into missions, but it feels so much more expansive than Destiny. I found myself getting a real sense of satisfaction when I've been building and kind of creating items on my ship and going to collect them and starting to use them out and testing them out. It's like I've actually spent time and effort putting this together, getting the resources, putting it into the foundry, buying the blueprint, and then building it and seeing how it works in game for me. It doesn't feel like I just want to collect everything. I'm one of those gamers that I want to have everything in the game, okay? I will be buying platinum just for weapon slots and warframes. I'm not so bothered about, as such, the cosmetic things, but they will probably come in time. I will definitely be going full on in this game and just trying to collect it all. It's like a Pokemon, but not. Now, as I said before, the story missions, I've been badgered on and badgered on. I think there's a mission called Second Dream that I have not yet got to, but I will say one thing, is that I'm looking forward to it. And I know for a fact that even though I've spent 50 hours in this game, I have so much more to see yet. There is dojo building, like your own kind of social space with friends. It's like your clan. You have a dojo. You even have to build the key to get into it. But once you're there, you've got all of this other stuff to build inside there and use resources to build that stuff. You've now got, I think it's part of the expansion, but not having played before the expansion, I'm not sure, the Plains of Eidolon, or on Earth there's now an open world section, and they're planning to do that on each and individual planet. Oh my god, there's so many areas and planets. It's going to be exciting to see where that goes. There's so much to see, even in the mods that you can put on your characters. I have only got a few of the gold tier mods. There are ones above that, and there's also ways to unlock and expand and do things with increasing the amount of mods you can put on your character. There is just so much to do and see in this game. I cannot praise it enough. The only bad points I've got against it is the accessibility to new players. I found the first few hours, not being a massive FPS keyboard player, my left hand using the WASD interface and having so many other buttons to push, I'd say the first 10 hours my hand was hurting. I haven't got an issue with any kind of radial neuropathy in my arms or anything. It was purely because I was having to use some strange key combinations again and again and again. The movement in this game is incredible. I find myself really enjoying the dynamic flow and trying to get that parkour kind of feeling of moving your antenna around the missions in the world, and it does become very addictive. But with those weird key combinations, the original key binds are just not there. You need to rebind your keys on how you play, and that has to be an element of trial and error. And once you've got that, you will find yourself having a much better time moving around inside the missions. I found myself after those first few hours, my hands were starting to sort of strengthen up and get stronger, and I don't have the problem anymore. So that's kind of an issue for the first kind of few hours of the game, but it's definitely not one that's turned me off. So many aspects of this entire experience have come down to things I haven't even noticed, and having to think about it means that I have noticed them in a good way, and that is it takes very, very short amount of time to load up and get into the game. There's almost no faff. You sign on, it checks for an update, and then you're into the game, sign in with your character or your email, and you sign on details, and then boom, you're in game, ready to go on a mission. It's just incredible. There's no kind of long ass loading screen. It's just done. The game looks beautiful. It runs beautifully at decent frame rates on the PC. If you're on console, I'm sure it's fine doing at 30 frames or 60 frames. I don't know what it does on PS4 and Xbox, but certainly on PC, I have no problems, and I can feel I can drop the game at any point. It's not making me stick around for another one. I've got the next objective, and I've got the next mission. It doesn't mean I have to do it. I can just drop it, walk away, come back to it. So all in all, in summary, I can't say enough good things about this game. It has its hooks into me. It looks beautiful. It plays great. And if you're looking for a decent community and one of those games that you're going to spend your time, your life game, you're going to spend all your time playing that game over others, or you might have a game you always fall back to. I personally think Warframe is it for me. I wanted Destiny to be amazing when it came out as Destiny 1. That whole first year of being a sort of a beta tester, I really disapproved of it, but I thought, okay, give Destiny 2 a chance. Didn't really hit the nail on the head for me. Initially it was great, but I now know what Activision Blizzard think of you as a player, and how Warframe is just totally the opposite. I feel looked after in Warframe, and I feel appreciated and valued in Warframe. There was even a press conference and developer chat stream I saw from, it was on a Jimquisition video, or Jim Sterling video. They were asking the players how much they wanted to pay for something. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. That level of honesty and transparency is absolutely one of the best things about this company, Digital Extremes. I have to say, take my hat off to them and say thank you for creating such a great experience. It's the kind of thing you're searching for as a gamer, as a YouTuber that talks about games. It's just fantastic to see, and I really, really appreciate all the effort that's been put into it. I think they've done an absolute blinder, and it's the type of game that Warframe is that allows them to do that, allows them to have such longevity but such attraction for the gameplay. I suppose I have to give it a mark out of 10 without gushing too much. I'd probably say the accessibility will knock a few marks off. It's still the strongest 8 and possibly even a 9 I'll ever give a game. I've had so much fun for no money. I can't help but say thank you and really admire the time I've spent. It's only the start of a long journey, I'm sure, but I really look forward to what's in store for me. That's all I've got to say. I hope I haven't rambled too much. But guys, let me know down in the comments what you think of Warframe and what you hope they'll bring in future editions or updates. Anything that keep spoilers free, because I don't want you talking about stuff I haven't seen yet, or anyone else that's watching the video. But please let me know what your favourite part of Warframe is, as well as things you'd improve. I think that'd be an interesting question. What would you improve about Warframe? There's so much to learn, there's so much to do. I need to finish this video very quickly so I can go back to fucking playing it. That's literally what I'll be doing, as well as hitting the mic. That's what I'll be doing as soon as I've finished editing this and getting it ready. I've been staring at this game while I've been recording, and to be honest, I want to start playing. So yeah. So guys, that's all from me. Don't forget we have videos out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. So check back then for some more awesome content. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, become part of the Overbite family, because we do love you. And hearing your comments, and we do respond to your comments just to say thank you. But also, I love that engagement I've been getting from you guys recently. Thank you very much. And thank you to everybody who watches our videos. I just can't gush enough about you guys as well as the game. So thanks for that. See you again soon. Take care of yourselves. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.